Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I bumped the camera, so I'm gonna move it a little bit. I'm trying to adjust it. I don't have a lot of space on this desk, so I hope you can see the sun in this room is crazy strong. So sometimes the glare in the early morning, which is right now, is really strong. So I apologize. So you may hear my dogs as well. They're super hyper today. So welcome to my channel. My name is Spirit, aka Chris. I hope that you have enjoyed perusing around my videos. We're doing something a little different today. I'm going to attempt to do a weekly outlook for my YouTubers, okay? So this is a weekly outlook. Let's see, what is tomorrow's date? I'm so bad with. This is a weekly outlook from February 8th. For the following week, right? So let's look at the calendar, because I'm horrible with dates, because I feel like January just flew by. So this will be from February 8th to the 14th. So February 8th to the 14th, this is your weekly outlook, okay? So this is going to be, and I'm going to do this for each elemental signs, so I'm going to combine. So I'm going to do fire today, and I will upload the other ones as well. So for fire signs, here we go. Let me pull this up, and I will. Give me 1 second. I want to make sure that the music is not too loud. Okay, so let's see. Turn this down a little bit. Okay, so for fire. Alright, here we go. Spirits. And just so you know, I do burn sage. I am burning sage right now. And I also rang the Tibetan singing bowl for sacred space and cleansing the area. I try to do everything now before I film, as well as shuffle the cards and see what comes out. So I just want to let everybody know that. So we're doing this for fire, which are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And one of the things I want to say is the characteristics of these signs always amazes me, fire signs, because I'm a water sign. Every time that I shuffle the deck when I try to do a collective reading for fire, earth, air, and water, many times the characteristics of those signs come through when I'm shuffling the deck. And one of the things that was really apparent when I was shuffling the deck here was the passionate side of these signs, as well as the spirited and intellectual. Okay? So I did draw, I'm going to let you know what decks I used. I did draw from the Animal Spirit deck, which is one card here for either you or your partner. It could be a cross watcher, so it just depends on where your sign lies. And then the top deck here is the Sacred Traveler, and then of course the 7 Energies cards, which I love, and then the Angel deck. So the Angel deck is saying comfort, okay? Right now, during this week about to come, you're supposed to, what they're telling you is to realize that you're not alone. So some of you are going to have a little bit of a rough week this week, but this card says, from Archangel Azrael, I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. So this week, if you're struggling and things are not going your way, or something specific I feel like is going to happen with a group of you, with a person you're involved with, whether it's a friend or a relationship, to reach out to Azrael for guidance. I mean, I reach out to Gabriel and Michael a lot when I'm going through different divinely guided struggles or lessons in life, and it helps tremendously. So yeah, let's see what the Outdoors card says. So the Outdoors card came out for you as well. So this week it says Archangel Jophiel says go outside, get some fresh air, connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. I feel like these go hand in hand. I feel like the group of the collective for the fire sign I'm reading for, you need to make sure that you reach out for help from your guides, your angels, spirit guides, whatever your following pantheon is, okay? And then also to ground. Going outdoors is a very good grounding tool. Even if it's freezing cold where you are, like it is here where I am, going outside and getting some fresh air, going to the beach if you live in warmer weather, putting your feet in the ground if you can. If not, just imagining, just standing there and taking in the element and quieting your mind. A lot of people are just busybody. You know, it's that time, so, you know, looking at social media on your phone, not paying attention to the little things. Like today, I walked the dogs. Well, Pugsley loves to walk in the cold, and it's cold outside. We walked all the way down the driveway, and while I was waiting for him, I started to get impatient because I have a lot of things to do today. Well, that makes your mind race, so then you're not paying attention to the signs and the things and the beauty around you, even though it's cold. And as I was waiting for him, and I was in this moment, and I was like, okay, I know this is something that I need to work on, is patience. I'm very hard on myself, so I'm like, okay, Spirit, I need patience. I need to calm my roll. And I just stood there for a minute, and when I looked down in the grass, I took a picture, but this beautiful, in the middle of the cold, nothing growing, there's this little tiny plant with some 4 little flowers, and I was like, yep, that's me. I need to slow down. So yeah, see, spirit of gratitude. Look, and there's a flower on this card. Look at this. I hope you can see it. There you go. Spirit of gratitude. What a beautiful card. Now, just so you all know, if you don't know this already, these cards from this middle deck here and the animal deck are the only deck that I will ever read the definition from the book. I am a channeler. I read from symbolism. I read the signs that come through from the other side and from my guides and whoever I'm reading for, but for some reason I've bonded so much with these decks that I use the definition because they just tell me that I'm going to pick the right cards. So I'm going to read the spirit of gratitude to you all for the week coming ahead, okay, fire signs? And this is not, you can either be a spiritual person, a religious person, it doesn't matter. I'm reading for everyone in the collective. You will know what it means if it resonates with you. In prayer, we connect directly to our higher power. It is a way for us to be in communion with the divine. A reminder that our lives are sacred conversation we are continuously engaged in. Prayer lets us know we are not alone. A power greater than us acts on our behalf and is activated through us, sufficing our hearts and minds with the faith that is life-affirming, loving, and compassionate. When we pray, we acknowledge that we are only part of the question of life, that a spiritual aspect is always in operation. We engage in humility, knowing we are in a co-creative partnership and have so many to be grateful for. Expressing gratitude and asking to be of service is the most powerful, prospering prayer of all. And before I finish this, I just want to say we have so much issues in the world today, especially me, asking for help or talking or praying, okay? You're not alone. I mean, people, it's just, you're not alone. Expressing gratitude and asking to be of service is the most powerful, prospering prayer of all. When you focus your attention on appreciation for even the smallest aspects of your life and what you have already experienced, it's like waving a magic wand. Everything you need comes to you without effort. Obstacles fall away and your purpose becomes even clearer. The kind of prayer that will prosper you and others today is one of deep abiding gratitude. You become a magnet for miracles when you are grateful and ask to be a channel for divine purpose, which is what I do every day. Divine abundance, love, and compassion. The power of Source is within you. Now is the time to awaken it. That's a beautiful, beautiful message. Now, the card that came out next to it is the Let It Go card. Now, the Let It Go card, before I even ever read the definition of it, was basically exactly what it says. Letting go of things that no longer serve you. Things that hold your vibration down. People who hold your vibration down. Situations that hold your vibration down and hold you back from being your highest self. That's what this card means to me. There are times in life when you must forgive, lest you become a hostage to your anger, frustration, disappointments, and resentments. This is not about condoning bad behavior or minimizing a hurt done to you. Forgiveness is simply a commitment to stop telling an old story so you don't carry the burden anymore. Because what do I say in readings all the time and different things is, you carrying that with you is not hurting the person who hurt you, it's hurting you. If you don't forgive, old hurts faster and become distorted, causing you pain over and over again. You become trapped in a prison of your own making, tied to the story that you are a victim. It's time to cut the invisible cords attaching you to this situation or the situation and preventing you from moving forward. The truth is, you are victimizing yourself every time you recreate the unresolved hurt in your mind or speak of it with friends. Rather than allow this fully to repeat, surrender the situation to your higher power. Now is the time for radical forgiveness. Say no to drama in all forms and forgive yourself and others for engaging in it. Consider the ancient Hawaiian practice known as Ho'oponopono. Ho'oponopono. This simple prayer is a beautiful way to begin the process for forgiveness. I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, I love you. It's based on the idea that we are all responsible for the reality we see in the world. If something is awry, whether it's your perception, your emotional reactions, your judgment, and so forth, it is ultimately up to you to clean it up. Forgiveness is the key to a liberated and meaningful life, no matter what method you choose to do it. So it seems like this week's message is for gratitude and letting go, gratitude and forgiveness, gratitude and leaving things that no longer serve you behind, and calling upon Azrael, Archangel Azrael, for guidance when you're struggling, and grounding. This is the message that you're getting so far, fire signs, okay? Now the other card is the Royal You. Now this card is such a beautiful card. Such a beautiful card. This card is basically expressing yourself. It's all about you, okay? Look at how beautiful that is. Do you know, and I want to say this before I continue on this reading. So in my living room, I was gifted 3 candle holders. 3, 2 small and 1 large one of a lotus flower. Many, many years ago, before I was even remotely even in the path that I'm on right now. I've always been on the path, but nothing to this extent, okay? They are in my living room. I haven't bought candles for them or anything. They're just on a shelf. And I went to go walk the dogs, and when I came back in, Spirit kept telling me to take one of them and see if I could fit a tea light candle in it, right? To light a candle when I'm doing the readings, because Spirit was pushing me to do this reading. And I was like, I don't have any tea light candles, but I could at least put the candle holder on the table while I'm doing the readings. And so I cleaned it and put it on here. So now I'm just going to say this because I didn't even realize it. This is the lotus candle holder. It's pure crystal that was gifted to me many, many years ago. These are my favorite. I used to have candles in them, but I haven't used them in ages. So I was told to take this out and put it on the table. So this is what I did. Do you see this card? Look at that, a lotus flower. Look at that. I had to say that. Okay, so let's read this to you. Do you know what it means to express personal sovereignty in your life? It's about how you hold to your inner sense of worth and integrity. Secure. Let me make sure you can see it. There we go. Let's see, where did I leave off? It's about feeling comfortable in your own skin, knowing who you are and that nothing outside you can challenge your authentic self, the hard-won seat of awareness that you have earned. You are the ruler of your mind, and you're being invited now to consider what discipline you need to apply to your thoughts. Are they consistent with the values and beauty you intend for your life? It is important now to keep your focus on what is right and good for you as well as others. Challenges in your life at this time, no matter how large or small, must be met with a measured response. If life sends you a challenge, can you speak up and set your boundaries with grace and surety? Calm, intelligent leadership is called for now. Sovereigns know when to plan their battles, so stay out of unnecessary skirmishes and strategically wield your personal power. This is that saying that you always hear, pick your battles, right? Is it worth it? Now is the time to lead from the heart, from your authentic self and integrity. Hold your head high and know your worth. That is the mark of a true sovereign. So far we've got the grounding, the meditation, gratitude, letting go, setting your boundaries, and more setting your boundaries. This is very important for you this week, okay? Setting your boundaries. I feel like some of you are going to be involved in some drama in the fire signs, either in family or online or whatever, and you're just going to know that it's not something that you need to feed into anymore, and you're going to realize that it's just not satisfying you anymore. It's just not something that you're willing to do anymore, which is huge. So now we're going to read from the Sacred Travel. I'm not going to read from the book, but I'm just going to channel the information from the Sacred Traveler deck now. So you have Wise Leader. You are a beacon for others. I feel like those fire signs that I'm reading for are people that other people go to for guidance, people that are very aware of you, people who come to you for friendship, for relationship advice, for friendship advice, and that when you do all of this week, you may have someone reach out to you, or several people reach out to you, and you're going to have a clearer head if you do everything here, okay? Now, also, the gates of triumph are huge. This means by the end of this week, you are going to have set boundaries with whomever it is that the cards are talking about, and you're going to be successful in that, helping others and knowing your own truth. This is huge. I feel like there's some drama that's going to happen, but it's going to be good. And then Great Adventures came out. This is usually the card of travel 90% of the time when I get it. But they're channeling this message today as when you go through whatever situation this week that you go through, when you get to the end of the week, and they're showing me like Thursday or Friday, that you're going to take a risk with something. And I feel like this has to do with either something that you were fearing doing. And I think it has to do with your artistic side. I feel like some of you maybe have been wanting to write. I keep seeing a pencil or a pen or a marker, and they're showing me writing, coloring, sketching. I feel like maybe somebody in this collective or several of you have put down your artistic side because of busy lifestyle. And some of you at the end of the week, after you go through all of this, are going to pick it up again and take a risk with it and actually maybe share it or share your writing on a blog or something. That's a huge step. And then the last card in the deck is taking shelter. The answers are within. I feel like maybe after everything that goes on this week for you fire signs, I feel like by the time Saturday and Sunday come, you're going to just want to chill out in the house for the weekend, and you just want to ground yourself, and you're going to look back at your week, and you're going to be very grateful for the way you handled things, the way you dealt with things, the things you got accomplished, and you're going to just be overall very happy and set in the day, which is huge. This is a very good week for you. And I usually don't do time sensitive like this reading, so this is new for me, but Spirit guided me and said this is something that I need to do, so I will be doing this every week. So let's see. The last card in this reading for you fire signs is the Earthworm. I love this deck. I've had this deck for quite a while, and it is by far one of my favorite decks. I have probably like 5 really favorite decks, and this is definitely one of them. Now, let me find the card in the book, and then I will read it to you. These are earth signs. So fire, this is an earth sign card. Okay, the Earthworm. We have all felt the woes of the earthworm at some point along the way. The earthworm indicates a newbie or novice working to establish confidence in a new field. Others around you may seem wise and experienced, but it is important to remember they once felt earthworm energy too. This card is a reminder not to be intimidated or lose hope. Mastery takes time, and you're on the right track. Besides, rumor has it, beginner's mind offers the most valuable insights. This is in regards to what I just said about your writing. Okay, the Great Adventure, taking a risk, this card is definitely to do with your embarking on whatever this thing is that you were fearing. Because it's saying when it's in balance, it's about you being intelligent and feeling valuable. But when you're out of balance, you're self-conscious about it and apprehensive about sharing it. You're shy, hesitant, reluctant to share your inner visions. That is huge with this reading right now. to bring it into balance is to share, to speak up, and to take the risk, even though you feel like you might be embarrassed. Okay? This is something that's huge with you, with setting your boundaries as well. You know, not accepting negativity from people, not accepting anything that you feel is not worthy of you. This is an amazing reading for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. For all my fire signs out there, thank you so much for coming to the channel. Just a few messages really quick before I go is look below, and all my information is below if you want to reach out for a private reading. If you want to join my Patreon private page, the link is below as well. And I thank you so much for your amazing support. Please don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoy this video, and subscribe if you haven't already. And for those of you who are already subscribed or do subscribe, I'm being told to make sure to remind you to hit that notification bell so you're alerted to all the new content every week that I upload. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. Take care. Bye-bye.